Hey everybody, Buddy Ray from Joe's Karting here in Council Bluffs, Iowa. A lot of you guys have really wanted to see the new track design that we rolled out March 9th. A lot of you haven't been able to be here since then. As of this taping, we've had probably several thousand people come in. Everybody's liking the track. The reason why we changed the track, one, everybody was ready for it. Everybody wanted a new track. Probably the second biggest thing that I was told by you customers or members was the fact that when you went into the corners, we don't want any beating and banging on the karts. We don't want no rough driving, but with the hairpin that was involved in some of the corners, it was a little bit narrow. We had a lot of people that were pretty much, side by side. We had some that were kind of a T-bone. You could get bounced around pretty good out here. Well, I wanted to create a new track design that would promote more passing lanes while remaining competitive. Did the new track design March 8th, opened March 9th with the new track design, and everybody's loved it because it's a lot funner because it's roomier and you don't get beat around on the track quite a bit. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a quick walk around, and while we're doing the quick walk around, I'm going to kind of show you what we've noticed so far where the line is. As of this taping of the video, we've only had the new track design about 3 weeks, so it's probably 4 or 5 weeks old now. So we're always learning. Come in, talk to Sam Glazier, talk to me, Corey Wilson if he's here, Jeff Atkins if he's here, and we can really give you some pointers to be faster on the track. So follow me. Right away, we're going to notice, look how wide this lane is. If I'm in a go-kart right here, we are literally 4, maybe 5 wide right in here. Typically, we don't tell people 5 wide. We've seen a lot of 4 wide right through this little short chute right here. Now we still have the double left. The double left, everybody loved the double left. So what we're going to do is we're going into the double left in the first left-hand corner. You're going to see there's a yellow broken line right here. Typically, if you're in the go-kart, you almost kind of want to be right about through here. When you get right here, the momentum of the car is going to shoot you out. With the old track design, we would want you right here and then hug the inside. That's not really the case anymore with what we're finding out. When you come down here, you'll put the left front not on the wall. Don't be over here. You want to be about 3 foot out on the outside of the broken yellow. When you come through here, the sheer momentum of the cart is then going to push you right out into the middle of the corner. You're going to be just about right out in here. You'll come around. When you come around, you'll put your left front right on the outside of the double yellow. You may not be able to see it in the camera, but there is a double yellow broken line right here. You kind of want your left front right on the outside of the broken yellow, right about in this area. Once again, you don't really want to hug the walls. In the past, with the old track design, you wanted to hug the walls. Not now. We want you out here in the center of the corner. Now, right through this particular spot, as I look over this way, we've got probably 8, 9 foot right here. Over here, we've probably got 3 karts wide. So you got 1 kart, 2 kart, 3 kart, 4 kart, 5 kart, just in this short chute. One thing that we've also done to help the racers is on some of these points, we wanted to make the corner a little bit bigger. And we got a big corner coming up that I'm going to show you here in a little bit at the end of the track walkthrough, a massive, massive big corner. But in this particular corner, what we did is we took the wall and we extended it out. So as you come through the corner, you've actually got a little burn-off area. If you come in too hot, you can go to the outside. You'll burn some off. You're going to get passed through here, but you should be able to keep your RPMs up right through here. This way you don't hit the wall or you don't hit anybody. So we built that into the track when we designed it. Now we're going to be coming up to the corner right here. Now, the one thing, I don't know if the camera can see this, but over here in the past, for those of you that haven't been on the new track, this was the hairpin right here. You would come all the way through and then you just hairpin straight around. A lot of people did not like the hairpin. It got old, it was too tough for a lot of people. You'd come down here, you'd get on the brakes, you'd almost momentarily stop. If you're in a race with competitive people like myself, you get on the brakes and then we're just piling into you, we're just hitting you. So what we did is we made this a great big right-hand sweeper. But anyways, as we're coming through the corner, there's a lot of tire marks right through here. Now at this point, what I like to do is I like to hug this as close as I can to the wall. You don't want to be touching the wall. Absolutely not. Do not touch the wall. But you can actually come through here, cut it fairly close, and your cart should be right about in this area. You don't want to be way out here, you want to be about right here. Stay about 5 foot off the wall. As you come 5 foot off the wall, here's what a lot of people like now about what used to be the hairpin. As you come off the wall, there's a broken yellow line. You're going to want your right front on the outside of the broken yellow line. You're going to come right off the corner, and it's going to shoot you off just to there's a center line right here. It'll shoot you off, just to the right of the center line. And if you're right here, you're going to be primo. The nice thing about this, and a lot of you customers that have been in here since we redesigned the new track, a lot of you like to stand on that fence. Well, when you stand on that fence, we can go 3-4 carts down this short chute right here. Well, when this opens up, we have seen literally 6 wide right here. Now, you cannot go to that right. You cannot go 6 wide into the corner right here. So when you come out 6 wide, especially if you're out here, you're gonna have to lift, and you're gonna have to let the guys with the inside run have first bids at it. If you're out here, give them room, let the guys that are over in this area get through here. For those of you that have mastered the outside, you can now run the outside, be really, really fast, and you can actually come clear out to the outside wall here. I don't know if the camera can see this, but right down here on the floor, you'll see the definite line right through here with some of the guys that like to run the outside. When you see the guys running the outside, a lot of guys that are doing that are your dirt trackers. There's a few karting professionals that come in. It's mainly a lot of dirt trackers that like to run the high side like they do with the dirt tracks. A lot of our normal customer base likes to run right here. The racing crowd likes to run out here, but they're used to run the high side of the track, so they use this corner like a dirt track. They'll run the high side, and you can come off this corner really, really fast. Now with the new track design, from here all the way around to the right-hand sweeper, as a lot of you call it, that's the same. We didn't change nothing. It actually, you can go 3 wide all the way down through here. The back side, you can go 3 wide all the way through there. And on the back side of the right-hand sweeper, which we're going to be going into that corner. When you get into the right-hand sweeper, you can still go 3 wide, but wait till you see where we can go 10 wide. I repeat myself, 10 wide for a split second, but you got to know what you're doing. All right, you still with us? So now we've gone off of the old hairpin, and we've gone all the way around the track. At this point, with these crate engines on the carts, you're going to be riding the rev limiter right about here. Now, right through here, it's not uncommon to see 4 wide racing, especially 3, but it's not uncommon to see 4. As you come up, what I have found personally is you want to be about 4 foot off the wall right here. As you come up, set yourself up. Don't ride the wall. Now, right through here, and I don't know if the camera can see this, but I can see all the tire marks right through here. Right now, this is the line. This is fast. This is grippy. Now, with the corner, I want to show you something before we explain the corner. When we moved the wall actually used to be, to give you an idea how much bigger, this was roughly the wall right here. So this is how much track space we have. We now have this much track space. And it is really not hard to see up to 8 to 10 carts wide through this corner. Now, when we first started the track walkthrough, I was talking 4 or 5 wide. Not all 10 carts are going to fit through there. So everybody that's to the outside, you're going to have to do something a little bit different, and we'll go into that. When you come off this corner right here, what I like to do is I like to be fairly close. You're about 4 foot off. You're going to come down. You're going to cut it close, but you want to be about 1 foot off the wall. So just about right where I'm standing is about how far you want your cart off the wall. When you do that, you can stay fairly close. Now, the one thing I'm noticing with the line right here is if you get over here, there's no tire marks. Nobody. This is dead man's area. If you're right here, what you're going to do is you're going to come off going into the short chute, and you're going to go way out to the outside wall when everybody's got this head of steam built up. So you want to be more out here. When you're out here, you're going to come right down on the broken yellow line with the right front tire, and you're actually going to come around just like so. If you're doing the corner right, you're going to be about right here. You don't want to be way out here. You want to be out here. That's how you run the bottom line. There is a high line though. Jack Dover and some of the sprint car guys have shown us this, and they're still running high 14s run the high line. So let's go back into this corner. The reason why I built this corner was because I wanted a lot of passing lanes. I wanted to create some excitement in this corner. And a lot of people, probably 90% of us, all run down here because that's where we're comfortable. You get guys like the gas man, Jack Dover from Eagle Raceway or I-80 Speedway. He'll actually come out here. Now what he has done, he'll actually keep the cart revved up. He's on the rev limiter. He's gonna come way out here. Now keep in mind, 90% of the crowd is down there running 14.8, 14.7s. Jack Dover will do this running 14.8, 14.7s. He's keeping the momentum in the cart up. He's not riding the rev limiter. He'll actually come around. He'll be on the high side. And then what happens is as he's coming down around the corner on the high side, he's coming clear out here. Now what that does in racing, and being a modified driver myself, when you run the high line to the outside wall versus the bottom, he can keep his momentum up right here. So then once he gets in the throttle and he gets on that rev limiter real quick, he can just, like a rocket ship, just right straight down, and then he'll actually curve back. Remember, there's that broken yellow line down there. He'll actually come down the wall, turn to the right to be on that broken yellow line and turn. So this is what the big corner does right here. This corner overall is about 33.5 foot wide. 33.5 foot wide. All I need 7 foot more and we can put a semi-trailer in here. We wanted to create a lot more passing lanes, give you some more excitement in your races. But the other thing about this, let's be honest, when you go into the corners, especially at a high rev, high speed area, if you've never raced with a dirt track guy or a NASCAR guy or a racer in general, a lot of times what the racers will do is what we call bump drafting. It'll be front bumper to back bumper, and they'll just be kind of bumping you down around the track. They're not beating and banging on you. They're not trying to intimidate you. They're not bullying you. They're racing. This is what they do. They're racers. And so what we wanted to do, once again in this corner, imagine as you're watching this on YouTube, you're coming right off of the right-hand sweeper. So if you're right here, you're right in front of me and I'm beating and banging on you, I'm just trying to let you know, hey, I'm faster than you. You know, I might nudge you out. I'm not gonna push you out. I'm not gonna bunch you out. I'm just gonna nudge you out so I can get by. Well, what happens, and this is why I made the corner also this big, if I get somebody new out here, I don't know who they are. We'll run 300-400 people on a Saturday night. So if I'm bump drafting you and you come out and you get spooked, well, you know, unless you're Jack Dover or one of the other fast racers in here, this is kind of a burn-off area or a scrub area. So you can come out here because 90% of the people, like we just talked about, are over in this area. So you'll be out here, you got all kinds of room to maneuver, you can get the cart back up underneath of you, and then you can duck right back into your line. But this corner right here, a lot of people are trying to figure it out yet, even our regulars. One of the newest things that I've seen, don't know how this works because I can't get it to work. So they're actually coming off this corner. You'll see this red line right here. This was the inside wall or the outside wall of the old track design. So the theory I've been told, they'll actually get the tires up on this broken red line. In this paint, you know, it's a coating on the concrete basically. So when you get the tires on the paint, the tires will have a little bit of tire spin to them. And it'll actually heat the tires up momentarily. So when you come off the corner, these superheated tires will hit this shot blasted concrete that we have here. It'll hook the cart really hard and you can go straight down the straightaway. I personally have tried it. It don't work for me, but I've seen some guys make it work. I don't know how they do it. I honestly don't. I can't get it to work. I'm one of the 90%ers that are right down here. This is something that's been new within the last week that some guys have tried. But I tell you what, we'd love to have you come into Joe's Karting, try the new track, tell us what you think, tell us where your lines are. If you're a 16, you're gonna be a 15.5 racer now. If you were a 15 second lap racer with the old track design, you're probably going to be 15.1 or 15.2 on the new track design. But once you get a few races under your belt, you'll be 14.8, 14.9. Out of the top 100 lap times, the last time I looked, 100th was 15.3. Track record is a 14.4. So come on into Joe's Karting, show us what you got. We'd love to see you.